If you've ever thought about starting a business or you've already started one but feel like you're making it up as you go, this message is for you. Every week, I meet aspiring entrepreneurs with exciting ideas. They're motivated, they're prepared to work hard. They genuinely want to build something of value, a better future for themselves and their families. But I also see something else. Many people believe that passion and a great idea are enough to build a successful business. Unfortunately, they aren't. Businesses don't fail because people lack passion. Businesses fail because people were never taught how to build them. And that's the difference, and an important difference at that. Building a successful business isn't about luck. It isn't about having the perfect idea. And it certainly isn't about watching hundreds of motivational videos online. It's about understanding how businesses actually work, how to identify real opportunities, how to understand customers, how to build a business model, how to price your product, how to manage your money, how to make better business decisions. The good news is that these are not talents reserved for a lucky few. They are practical business skills and they can be learned. My name is Frenzel Gillian. I'm a chartered accountant, a qualified SA business coach, and the founder of Primera Business Coaching. I'm also a published author. I've published two books, the first one or the latest one being The Growth Illusion, Why Businesses Scale Yet Few Create Real Value, and How to Build One Others Will Want to Own. This is a book for established businesses, medium-sized companies that wants to attract investors and eventually be able to sell their businesses. My first book, and which might be more relevant to you today, is called Wisdom That Builds, how Purpose, Wisdom, and Discipline Create Generational Wealth. And this is a guide for founders and aspiring founders. Now, for more than 25 years, I've worked in investment banking, corporate finance, and executive leadership, seeing businesses of all sizes, helping businesses grow, raise capital, and create long-term value for shareholders. One lesson that stood with me throughout my career is that people build successful businesses not because they have more passion, they build successful businesses because they understand the fundamentals of business. And that's why we created the Primera Entrepreneur Accelerator, the first program within the Primera Academy. Before I tell you more about the program, let me say something that I've observed over many years working with entrepreneurs and business leaders in general. Many people tell me that they don't have enough time to learn, or they don't have the money to invest in developing themselves. And I understand those concerns. Building a business is demanding, but here's the reality. If you don't invest in developing yourself as an entrepreneur, it's very difficult to build a business that grows beyond where it is today. Your business will rarely outgrow your knowledge, your skills, or your thinking. The entrepreneurs who continue to grow are usually the ones who continue to learn. They read, they ask questions, they seek advice, they invest in themselves. That's exactly what this program is designed for. Not people looking for shortcuts, but people who are prepared to learn, apply what they learn, and build something meaningful over time. If you're looking for a motivational seminar or a quick way to make money, this probably isn't the right program. But if you're serious about building a real business, learning practical business skills, and investing in your own growth, then I believe you'll find tremendous value in the Primera Entrepreneur Accelerator. The program is delivered over 6 weeks in an online learning format and will cover 6 modules. The first one is developing the mindset of an entrepreneur, and this is critically important to be able to build a successful business. Learning resilience, learning what entrepreneurship is really all about. The second one is finding real market opportunities and understanding your customers. Here we're talking about target market, your value proposition, how to gain customers and retain customers. Then we'll talk about business model. What is a business model? And how does your business model work in terms of creating lasting value? We'll then talk about setting up the business, the structures, systems, and processes required to run your business effectively for the long term. Then we'll talk about understanding the business finances, understanding how money works, flows through your business, the difference between profit and loss, pricing, cash flow, and acquiring finance for your business. We'll then talk about creating a practical roadmap for the future, how to incorporate everything that you've learned, and then how to then create a practical roadmap for your business so that it thrives going forward. You leave each session with tools, worksheets, and actions that help you build your own business step by step. You'll also have opportunities to ask questions from myself and from other participants, discuss your own business ideas, and learn from entrepreneurs who are on the same journey as you are. This program was designed to help you build the knowledge, confidence, and practical skills to move forward. Places are limited to just 10 participants in this founding cohort so that every session remains practical, interactive, and focused on real business challenges. The investment cost of the program is 5,950 Rand, including VAT, for the complete 6-week program, less than 1,000 Rand for each session. If you're ready to invest in yourself so that you build a stronger business, I'd love to welcome you to our founding cohort. You can get in touch with me through our website, or you can send me an email at fgillian@primeracapital.co.za to apply. Because passion starts businesses, knowledge builds them. Thanks for your time.